Hello and welcome to Monday Mindfulness. I'm really glad to be with you today, and we're just going to have a very short, quick session today where we're focusing on anchors. And anchors are anything that can bring us to the moment, something that's usually always changing and always present and now. So an anchor could be your contact with the ground or contact with your feet. It could be the breath. The breath is a fantastic anchor, and you can have that anchor at different points. You can have the whole breath, you can have just the tip of the nose, you can have the back of the throat, you can have the top of the lungs, the bottom of the lungs, whatever works for you. Also, another anchor that I love to use is like the tongue. As I'm speaking, if I can stay present with the tongue, and it can take some practice, then I'm in the moment and I'm just letting things flow. And it takes a bit of getting used to actually speak while just staying in your tongue and allowing the present expression to come out. Another one is the eyes. So I can use my eyes as my anchor. So being mindful of where I'm putting my eyes and what's happening there. Another one can be an area that carries a lot of emotion, like the belly. The bottom of the belly is fantastic, or the chest area in general. So these are things that we can use as anchors. And last but not least, there's another fantastic anchor that I love to use is the fingers, or you might know them as mudras. And we can combine them in lots of different ways. So we can just do it in a way that feels right for us. So I'm just going to take you on a little bit of an anchor roller coaster, and then you can go and experiment with them however you feel to experiment with them, and yeah, tell us about your anchor experience. So, one example. Come along with me here. Just notice how that feels to have the hands together after they've clapped. Noticing all the little details in this moment. Now you can hold this anchor. We'll do multiple anchors at once another time, but you can hold this anchor for a while. You might notice sometimes your mind gets distracted and needs to be reminded to come back to the anchor. That's okay, it happens. So now bring your awareness to the contact with the ground, the seat, or the feet. Notice how that is in this moment. You might notice that it's constantly a little bit different. There's always something going on there. And one of my favorites now is we're just going to take one deep breath together. One deep, present, aware breath. Just letting it be a breath. So 1, 2, 3. Now these anchors can be a mindfulness practice in themselves. They can be a great way to reset and get perspective, to make gaps between a impulse and a response. They can be very, very useful. And it can be a bit of a process to build the habit as well. You might want to take a seating practice where you focus on a particular anchor until you're used to being able to hold an anchor consistently. And also another thing that I love to do is consistently through the day have a reminder of a practice, and anchors are great for that. So you might just take a breath, a conscious breath, once every hour or once every 2 hours. And there's plenty of tools for doing that. I'm in the process of adding that to the 13 Weeks app, but for now, there's an amazing app called MindBell that can do that for you. It can give you reminders during the day. And yeah, just run with it, play with it, see how it feels for you. And if you have any questions or feedback, please leave us a message down on the channel. Subscribe for more of these videos and have a wonderful week. Ciao.